हाम्रो सरोकार
दलित महिला संघ फेडोको सहकार्य
दलित महिला
नमस्कार। दलित महिला संघ फेडोको सहयोगमा सञ्चालित कार्यक्रम हाम्रो सरोकारको आजको श्रृङ्खलामा तपाईँ सम्पूर्ण दर्शकहरूलाई हार्दिक स्वागत छ। म सबिना। दर्शकहरू, जातीय विभेद र छुवाछुत विरुद्धका राष्ट्रिय र अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय घोषणा पत्र तथा कानूनहरू कागजी लिखतमा मात्रै सीमित छन्। जातीय विभेद र छुवाछुत विरुद्धका जतिसुकै गाथा गाइए पनि सिङ्गो दलित समुदाय वर्तमान 21औं शताब्दीमा समेत छुवाछुत जस्तो चरम अमानवीय व्यवहार खेप्न बाध्य भइरहेका छन्। आजको कार्यक्रममा हामी आसन्न जातीय विभेद तथा छुवाछुत विरुद्धको अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय दिवसको सन्दर्भसँगै छुवाछुत विरुद्धको कानूनको कार्यान्वयनको अवस्था विश्लेषण गर्नेछौं। यसका साथै नेपाल भ्रमणमा रहनुभएका जातीय विभेद विरुद्धको संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघीय समिति सडका प्रमुख फ्रान्सिस्को होसेसँगको एउटा विशेष अन्तर्वार्ता पनि आजको कार्यक्रमको मुख्य विषयवस्तु हुनेछ। दर्शकहरू, जातीय विभेद विरुद्धका अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय घोषणा पत्र र कानूनहरूको पक्ष राष्ट्र हो नेपाल। कानूनी रूपमा छुवाछुत मुक्त राष्ट्र घोषणा भएको छ। जातका आधारमा कसैले पनि सार्वजनिक र निजी स्थानमा छुवाछुत जन्य व्यवहार गरे उसलाई कैद समेतको सजाय हुने कानूनी प्रावधान रहेको छ। तर कानूनी रूपमा यी सबै प्रावधान हुँदाहुँदै पनि छुवाछुतका घटनामा उल्लेखनीय रूपमा भने कमी आउन सकिरहेको छैन। यही परिस्थितिका बीच संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघको आह्वानमा हरेक वर्ष विश्वभरि नै मनाइदै आइएको जातीय विभेद विरुद्धको अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय दिवस आगामी मार्च 21मा नेपालमा पनि मनाइँदैछ। कार्यक्रमको प्रारम्भमा जातीय विभेद विरुद्धको अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय दिवसको सन्दर्भ र मुलुकमा घटिरहेका छुवाछुतका घटनाक्रमहरूलाई विश्लेषण गरेर तयार पारिएको एउटा रिपोर्ट प्रस्तुत गर्दैछौं।
मार्च 21 अर्थात् अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय जातीय भेदभाव उन्मूलन दिवस आगामी मार्च 21मा नेपालमा पनि विभिन्न कार्यक्रम गरी यो दिवस मनाइँदैछ। सन् 1960 को मार्च 21मा दक्षिण अफ्रिकाको सार्पभिल शहरमा रङ्गभेद विरुद्ध त्यहाँका जनताले गरेको प्रदर्शनमा प्रहरीले दमन गर्दा 69 जनाको मृत्यु भयो। नरसंहारकारी त्यो घटनापछि सन् 1965मा संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघले जातीय विभेद उन्मूलन सम्बन्धी महासन्धि पारित गर्यो। नेपाल पनि उक्त सन्धिको पक्ष राष्ट्र भइसकेको छ। दक्षिण अफ्रिकाको सार्पभिलमा भएको यो दुःखद घटनाको स्मरणमा संयुक्त राष्ट्र सङ्घको महासभाले सन् 1966 देखि हरेक वर्ष अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय रूपमै जातीय विभेद उन्मूलन दिवस मनाउने घोषणा गर्यो र यो दिवस नेपाल लगायत विश्वका विभिन्न देशमा मनाइन्छ। जातीय विभेद उन्मूलन सम्बन्धी राष्ट्रसङ्घीय महासन्धिको नेपाल पक्ष राष्ट्र भइसकेको छ, जसले गर्दा यो महासन्धि कानुन सरह लागू हुन्छ। जातका आधारमा हुने छुवाछुत जस्तो कलङ्कको अन्त्य गर्न भएको यो प्रयासपछि राष्ट्रिय स्तरमा थुप्रै प्रयासहरू भएका छन्। 2020 सालको मुलुकी ऐनले छुवाछुत विरुद्ध सजायको व्यवस्था गरेको थियो भने सरकारले नेपाललाई छुवाछुत मुक्त राष्ट्र घोषणा गर्यो। यस्तै 2068 सालमा व्यवस्थापिका संसदबाट छुवाछुत विरुद्धको कसुर तथा सजाय ऐन 2068 समेत जारी गरियो। यसरी भ्रष्ट कानुनी व्यवस्था हुँदाहुँदै पनि मुलुकमा छुवाछुतका घटनामा कमी आउन सकेको छैन। यसको मुख्य कारण छुवाछुत विरुद्धका राष्ट्रिय र अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय घोषणापत्र तथा कानुनहरू कागजमा मात्रै सीमित रहेको दलित अधिकार कर्मीहरूको गुनासो रहेको छ।
छुवाछुत जातीय विभेद हुनुहुन्न भनेर जुन खालका एउटा राष्ट्रिय सङ्कल्पहरू राष्ट्रिय घोषणाहरू आए अथवा तपाईँले 2020 सालको मुलुकी ऐनलाई लिनु सक्नुहुन्छ, जसले पनि के भनेदेखि छुवाछुत हुनुहुन्न भन्यो तर भएमा के गर्ने भन्ने खालको कुनै व्यवस्था गरेन। त्यस पछाडि हामीले 1965 को सबै प्रकारका जातीय भेदभाव उन्मूलन सम्बन्धी महासन्धिलाई 1971मा रेटिफाई गर्यो, अनुमोदन गर्यो नेपालले। त्यस पछाडि एउटा अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय प्रतिबद्धताहरू जनायो। त्यस पछाडि पनि देशमा छुवाछुत जातीय भेदभावका घटनाहरू निरन्तर रहि नै रहे र पछिल्लो समयमा जुन जातीय भेदभाव तथा छुवाछुत कसुर र सजाय ऐन 2068 भनेर आइसकेको अवस्थाहरू छ भने यो श्रृङ्खलाको बावजुद पनि नेपालमा छुवाछुत र जातीय भेदभावको चाहिँ अवस्था केही मात्रात्मक रूपले कम भएको होला, तर सार रूपमा हेर्नुहुन्छ भने अहिले पनि छुवाछुत जातीय भेदभावका घटनाहरू यत्रतत्र सर्वत्र रूपमा चाहिँ छन्। त्यो हुनका कारण एउटा भनेको सुरुमा त प्रभावकारी कानुन नै थिएन, अहिले कानुन छ तर कानुन भइसके पछाडि पनि कानुन कार्यान्वयन गर्ने निकाय जसले कानुनको कार्यान्वयन गर्ने जवाफदेहिता लिएको छ त्यो निकायहरू चाहिँ संवेदनशील छैनन्।
कानुनको फितलो कार्यान्वयनका कारण आज पनि मुलुकमा छुवाछुतका यस्ता निकृष्ट घटनाहरूमा कमी आउन सकेको छैन, जसले गर्दा सिङ्गो दलित समुदाय छुवाछुत जस्तो चरम अमानवीय व्यवहार खप्न बाध्य भइरहेका छन्।
दलितको मात्रै इस्यु हो, दलितको मात्रै मुद्दा हो, दलितहरूमा मात्रै भएको विभेद हो भन्ने हेतुले हेरिराखेको र यो मेरो देशको, यो मेरो गाउँको, यो मेरो समाजको विभेद हो भनेर अपनत्व नगरेको अवस्था पनि छ स्थानीय लेभलमा पनि। यसलाई घोषणा गर्नु आफ्नो पाटो छ, सरकारले घोषणा गर्यो। यी घटनाहरू हुने भनेको गाउँ लेभलमा हो। 60 लाख दलित नेपालीहरूले हामी नेपाली हौँ, हामी मानव हौँ भन्ने नै अपनत्व गर्न पाइरहेको अवस्था छैन। मान्छे त हौँ नि त, हामी मान्छे हौँ भन्न, कुकुरले म मान्छे हौँ, कुकुरलाई पनि हामीले भित्र ल्याउँछौँ, उसले चाहिँ एउटा प्राणी हौँ मैले भनेर भित्र बस्न पाउँछौँ। तर दलितहरूले चाहिँ हामी कुरा ठुल्ठुला गरिरहेका छौँ, छुवाछुत मुक्त राष्ट्र घोषणा भइसकेको देशमा अझै पनि हामी अछुत छौँ, हामी मानवै होइनौँ भन्ने हामीलाई फिल भइरहेको छ। पहिला त नेपालीहरूले मानव हौँ भन्न पाउनु पर्यो।
पानी छोएको निहुँमा दुर्व्यवहार, अन्तर्जातीय विवाहका कारण गाउँ निकाला र कुटपिट, विद्यालयमा तथा सार्वजनिक स्थलहरूमा छुवाछुतजन्य व्यवहार, मन्दिर प्रवेशमा रोक, बोक्सीको आरोपमा यातना, कुवा, धारा, आँगन र चुल्हो चौको छोएको निहुँमा चरम यातना। यसैभर यी र यस्ता छुवाछुतका निकृष्ट घटनाहरू निरन्तर घटिरहेका छन्। विभेदमुक्त समाज निर्माणका लागि सरकारले विभिन्न राष्ट्रिय र अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय सन्धि र घोषणापत्रहरूमा हस्ताक्षर गरे पनि कार्यान्वयन पक्ष अत्यन्तै नाजुक हुँदा सिङ्गो दलित समुदाय अमानवीय व्यवहार सहन बाध्य छ।
जातका आधारमा हुने विभेद र छुवाछुतका यी घटनाक्रमहरूलाई मात्रै विश्लेषण गर्ने हो भने छुवाछुत विरुद्धको कानुनको कार्यान्वयनको अवस्था कति फितलो छ भन्ने प्रश्न हुन्छ। कानुन कार्यान्वयनको पक्ष फितलो भएका कारण छुवाछुतका घटनामा कमी नआएको सम्बन्धित क्षेत्रका विज्ञको दाबी रहेको छ। सामाजिक बहिष्करण र आर्थिक असमानताको सामना गर्नु त छँदैछ, जातका आधारमा हुने विभेद र छुवाछुत पनि उत्तिकै पेचिलो समस्या बनेको छ दलित र दलित महिलाहरूका लागि। यसै परिस्थितिका बीच संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघको आह्वानमा मनाइने जातीय विभेद विरुद्धको अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय दिवसको सान्दर्भिकता र महत्व लगायतका विषयमा केन्द्रित रहेर नेपाल भ्रमणमा रहनुभएका जातीय विभेद तथा छुवाछुत विरुद्धको संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघीय समिति सडका प्रमुख फ्रान्सिस्को होसेसँग हामीले विशेष टेलिभिजन संवाद गरेका छौं। प्रस्तुत छ सोही टेलिभिजन संवाद।
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
So, how has it been so far, your stay in Nepal?
Well, until today, I think that we had a very good weather. Today is a raining weather. For me, at least for our culture, raining means a change of station because rain gives hope of a new, for the seeds to be grow. And I think that that is something that I am seeing today here in Nepal. I have been having meetings with some sectors of the society, and what I'm seeing is a very good time for that hope. Is
this your first time in Nepal, or?
No, it's my first time in Asia, even in Asia. So
okay.
That's why I'm very happy to be here in Nepal.
That's good to hear. Thank you, Mr. Jose, again for being with us here. Your committee is associated with the United Nations. Can you tell us a little bit about CERD, the committee that you head?
Sure, the Committee for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination is the monitoring body of the International Convention for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination that was created under Article 8 of the Convention, which is in charge of monitoring the accomplishment of all the convention that and on those countries who have been ratified the convention. And we are not a tribunal. We are just a body that is monitoring the accomplishment of human rights that is established in the convention. We help also the states who are not in the capacity to accomplish their commitments internationally on this convention to accomplish the human right that is established in the convention.
So I think it has been around a week since you have been here. And in this lapse of time, you have interacted with many social groups of Nepal as well, I think. What is your take from what you have observed and from your interactions with these groups?
Those groups who I have been met, those groups are the people who are struggling for equality, and I think that that is something that all society are dreaming to have equality on their citizens.
So you mean to say that the people of Nepal who are underprivileged so far are still in a struggling stage to reach that level of equality in societies?
I think that that is the situation here in Nepal because I think that you better than me know that after 10 years of internal conflict is something that came out from the peace process. And I believe that after 10 years of internal conflict, it's necessary to talk about that situation. And a conflict is not coming from nothing. Mm-hmm. A conflict started because it's an injustice that is taking place. Mm-hmm. And I believe that those groups who have been unprivileged, as you said, mm-hmm. Were the groups who were strongly supporting the other part against the state, and I believe that those groups are the ones who are more interested that the situation of injustice has to change in the reality of Nepal, and that gives me the sense that the Nepali society is working to a better situation in the future.
You yourself belong to one of the indigenous groups of your country of origin, that is Guatemala, if I'm not wrong.
Exactly.
Can you tell us a little bit? Tell us a little bit about any similarities that you might have found between the indigenous groups or some even marginalized groups of Nepal and the indigenous groups of your country? Any experiences of your own, maybe, or the groups, the experiences of the groups you have?
Yeah, probably the Nepalese doesn't know much about Guatemala because we are in the other part of the world. Yes. But we have been passing through also through 36 years of internal conflict. After the peace process, we have done a very important steps. Mainly participating in the structure of the state.
Can you tell us, being more specific to the context of discrimination?
Well, this discrimination, we had ratified the convention in 1982, this November 1982. We have been able to accomplish almost all our commitment to the community. But also, about 14 years ago, but the Parliament or the Congress passed a law that qualify as not only as a felony but also as a crime, the discrimination, mm-hmm. and it's in the penal code. Mm-hmm. And today we have been seeing that people who have discriminated indigenous people, in fact, because in law we don't have any law that is a discriminatory law, but in fact everyday life of indigenous people, we have been suffering discrimination on the streets and in all government institutions or public institutions like schools, health services. Now people are thinking twice to make a racist action against indigenous people because now we have a law. Mm-hmm. And I think that that is very important because even that is so small the amount of the fine that is has been charging to the people who are committing that felony, people are thinking now because to be a racist in Guatemala means economical fine.
Similar to your country how a law against discriminatory actions was formulated. A law in Nepal has also been formulated against any act of discrimination. But there is widespread incidents, especially in rural parts of our country, where discrimination based on caste, gender, still takes place and which is still very prevalent. What do you think could be the lacks?
I'm saying is what you need here is to bring a program of education, especially on all the human rights instrument that Nepal has ratified. So then you are going to see how people are going to change, because they will know that Nepal has a commitment, and that commitment is to respect the international human rights system.
Mr. Jose, you've been in CERD, the committee, UN committee, for 12 years, and in the helm of the committee, and this is the second year at the helm of the committee.
Yes.
Being very specific to one particular case, can you share with us any case in which a discriminated individual or a party had got the access to proper justice?
As a suggestion of the committee, I think that even I have been reading some history of Nepal and some political life of Nepal. 2004 was the last time that Nepal presented the report, which I take the opportunity to invite the state in a friendly way to invite them to submit the report. Especially because today we have a new procedures of submitting the reports. It's not like before, where we are going to ask a report and after that we are going to ask for some questions to the state. Now it's going to be...
Pardon me for cutting in. I think Nepal, it's also worth taking note that Nepal is yet to submit its report despite a lapse of 10 years, which is against its commitment, I think, which is supposed to submit a report every 2 years.
Yeah, and the thing is that we have to understand also the reality of the society of Nepal. So it's not that I am excusing their commitments, but anyway, I think that we have to take in account that reality. And that's why even the Human Rights Office of the United Nations is having also a program which help those states who had more than 5 years to help the states to submit their report. And I think that that is something that even the civil society can ask the United Nations to help the state to submit in the report. But coming back,
access to justice.
the access to justice, I believe that in 2004 the committee suggested, because we cannot tell them which is suggest or invite the state, we invite the state in 2004 to ratify Convention 169 of the International Labour Organization, which is the convention that is talking about indigenous peoples' rights, indigenous people and tribal peoples. As far as I understand is that immediately, I'm not sure what time, probably 2 months or 6 months, 1 year after we invite the state, Nepal ratified the Convention 169. That's just a small example how the committee can help the people to, or the state, to see which, what step they have to take to fulfill their commitments in the international arena. I can say also that, for example, just in August of last year, we received a denounce from Peru, from various NGOs denouncing that there was a program, TV program, that is showing, especially in the higher hour of audiency, a program that had been not only denying, but it was a very offensive program against indigenous women, especially against indigenous women.
What was this program? Was it broadcast on TV? Or
On TV,
Okay.
and it was on the higher rate hour, and it had been seen not only in Peru, but also in Bolivia and also in
Okay.
Peru. So, and the denounce was to ask the state to cancel that program. But you know that also the international commitment that they have to respect the right of expression. They just invite the TV station. It's one of the bigger TV stations to consider that that program has to cancel
Be on
that
it.
program. So, and the second day that we invite the state of Peru to consider that, even the station not receiving the invitation of the state, they consider that that it's true that they have to consider to cancel the program, and they cancel the program.
That was an achievement.
Exactly. So what the example that I am giving to you is only a small example.
Mr. Jose, March 21st every year is celebrated as the day for the elimination of all forms of racial discrimination, the theme that your committee also centers on. Not just Nepal, but the countries around the world have been marking this day for quite a few years now. But there are still cases of discrimination being witnessed in countries like Nepal and other countries as well, where there are indigenous people. How do you think this day, observing this day, can help in bringing down these kind of cases of discrimination?
I think the 21st of March is a very important day for, as you said, for many years, to celebrate as a day against the discrimination, racial discrimination. And I think that it's a time, it's a day that we have to take in advantage to celebrate with education. Education, even at least for me, a suggestion is that the celebration has to be taken in Nepal, showing that all the groups that are living together in Nepal has something to add to the national culture of Nepal.
There are communities of Nepal, especially Dalit women, marginalized groups, other indigenous groups, who are still struggling to find their place in an egalitarian society. What can your committee, CERD, do anything in specific to help this struggling phase of the indigenous groups of Nepal?
We cannot come here to the internal issues to tell the government or to do something that we know that is going to be hard to change, because having a historical situation that especially the Dalit women have been living. But we can invite the state, we suggest to the state to change some policies for Dalit women to find their equality, equality treatment even in the daily life. And the thing is that it's not only because they are women's, it's because they are Dalit women's that they are suffering the inequality, as you are telling me, and I heard that situation when I met with the Dalit women. And the committee, the only thing that can do is to recommend, as I said, to invite and to suggest to the state when they are going to submit their report to see the situation of the Dalit women. But also I invite not only the Dalit women, but all the sectors of the society of Nepal to study very careful the International Convention for the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination, racial discrimination, and you will see that there are some issues that you can do here in Nepal also as a Nepalese citizens. So I think that we don't have to wait that the international community has to come and to change the situation. The international community, especially our committee, doesn't force to change the situation. What we are giving is only suggestions that the civil society can use for asking the state to change their policies. And I think that is together with the recommendation, as I said, the recommendation, the invitation, and the suggestion that the committee is doing or have done to Nepal, together with the civil society, can be possible to change. But we have to understand also that civil society has to learn more about the international human rights bodies and how to use it.
So change in the mindset of the general people is one of the most important things.
Yes, because when we born, we are not racist. Racism is an education. Racism is something that we are taking from home. So I think that when we are starting to see that we are all human beings, there is not 2, 3, 100 races. When we are going to see that there is only one race, a human race, that the difference that there are in this moment is only cultural or a language differences, we are going to see that all the human beings, we need to live in equally way.
That's a very good note to end the program in, I think. Mr. Jose, thank you for being with us. We hope in our ventures together in future we can see an egalitarian society in not just in Nepal but all over the world.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Jose. Thank you for being in the program.
दर्शकहरू, सबै प्रकारका जातीय विभेद विरुद्धको राष्ट्रसङ्घीय समितिका प्रमुख फ्रान्सिस्को होसेले भने जस्तै समानताका लागि लडिरहेका दलित तथा दलित महिलाहरूको अवस्थामा सुधार गर्नका लागि सरकारले विशेष नीति निर्माण गर्न आवश्यक छ। आजको 21औं शताब्दीमा पनि चौतर्फी अन्याय र असमानताको सामना गरिरहेका दलित समुदायलाई अब मान्छे भएर बस्न र बाँच्न पाउने अधिकारको ग्यारेन्टी गर्नु राज्यको दायित्व हो। हवस् त, कार्यक्रम हाम्रो सरोकार आजलाई यति नै। अर्को 15 दिनमा यसै समयमा हाम्रो भेट हुने नै छ। तबसम्मका लागि सम्पूर्ण युनिटका साथ म सबिना पनि बिदा हुन्छु। नमस्कार। हाम्रो सरोकार दलित महिला संघ फेडोको सहयोग।